Today we're going to be looking at a 2024 BMW S1000RR. This is with the M package. This is a very, very pretty bike. The winglets I know were hit or miss for a lot of people, but in my opinion, I mean, everybody wants to be like the racers, and that's what the racers are doing. So, hey, why not? So this bike is pretty much bone stock. The main things that it has on it, we're not doing none of that. We're gonna go with road mode. The main things that it has on it, actually, I'll talk about it while it warms up, is mainly just the tail tidy right back there. So integrated turn signals and the license plate. And that's pretty much it. It does have some ASV levers, so something slight. These bikes are famous for being over-engineered, and that is just an awesome thing to say. Sure, that definitely does mean the maintenance isn't as good, but I mean, hey, when you're looking at the likes of Aprilia, European bikes are made to win the race, and I think these bikes do it so well. This one is fitted with a 200 rear tire. I will say the clutch pull on this thing is super short, but I mean, if you're a beginner on this bike, my God, what have you done? The reason why this is an even worse beginning 1000 than just about any other 1000 is the same reason why Ducati is it's so tall and it feels like you're riding on a needle, which if you're used to sport bikes, you know, you can really abuse that to short clutch pull. I told you, you can really abuse that to get into the corner nice and quick, and you leverage that. But as a beginner, you shouldn't be going into a corner that fast in the first place. You know, you're going to need to throw the bike in to a lean angle at, you know, 20% lean. And if the bike wants to go straight to 40, maybe you go to 40. Maybe you go to 40 and you're cutting the corner too short. Now you got to lift the bike back up. So you start running wide again, and then you put it back in. Your momentum's all over the place. I won't spend too much time about why 1000 is a terrible beginner bike, but this one's an even worse one. So as far as the quick shifter goes and just the general features, it has hill lock assist, which you can turn off, but I think it gives you a good idea for what this bike is like. If you've ever owned a BMW or know somebody who owns BMWs that actually likes BMWs, not oh man, nothing but problems, you know, someone who can appreciate a BMW, basically what it is a mix of luxury and performance. You know, if you look at an E46 M3, very, very quick car in the corners, but still give you leather seats, still give you heated, you know, heated this, heated that. So that's kind of the idea with these bikes too. You're looking at a race bike that has hill climb, that has hill stop assist, that has the up and down quick shifter, heated grips and cruise control. I will say the quick shifter on this bike is probably one of the most smooth. BMW is known for having their very smooth quick shifters. I dare not accelerate in first gear, so let's start in second. So just instant acceleration to highway speed. Again, I wasn't even in first gear because it would be, dude, come on, I'm not gonna race you. This guy's trying to race me here, which I think gives you a good idea. I can't. Which gives you a good idea of what this bike is like to own. I can't. I gotta get over Mr. Lexus. This guy wants to race me so bad. He has no idea the damage I would do to him, man. So anyway, this bike is serious. I think that's actually undercover on my tail there, but it's very quick, smooth on the quick shifter. Huge rear tire. This is a 200 rear tire. I believe you can get a 190 on this. I absolutely trust the traction control ABS with my life. S1000 has a lot of experience in this. I believe Aprilia is the only people to beat putting a traction control system into a road bike. I think Aprilia was the only people to beat them to that punch, but S1000 was a close second. And they say you get it how you live, right? Well, S1000's been living like this for a long time, longer than Kawasaki, longer than Ducati. Their technician, I mean their tech is just you know, I'd say second to none. But the V4's configuration is maybe slightly easier to use. Not slightly, actually, far easier to use. That's a big point I'm going to give to Ducati, is the configuration is very intuitive. My gosh, I cannot get this clutch right. It's such a short pull. This is probably going to be something I have to leave in the review here, is that this clutch pull is incredibly short. So if you're not ready for that, you're going to stall a lot. And if you're a shorter rider, an unexpected stall could be an unexpected drop. So just know what you're getting into with these Beamers. Again, this bike is far from a beginner bike, but it's making me look like I don't know what I'm doing as a 6-year rider. And that's okay. Anybody who claims to be perfect as a rider is probably not all that good. Yeah, this bike is a really pleasant experience for a sport bike. You kind of get, again, best of both worlds, you know. If you want comfort, you can have comfort. If you want performance, hit the downshifter a couple times and you got more than enough performance. So I just wanted to safely get over here. So I'm not going to have a chance to really put this bike into a corner, but I already know this bike is very maneuverable. Ugly line from the Infinity there. Yeah, this thing is serious, man. So final impressions, S1000RR. This thing is very quick. I will say it's a little bit more flat in the early RPMs compared to some V4s and R1s. The power really rolls on towards the middle of the RPMs, but this bike is also heavily robbed by emissions. So I've also ridden, unfortunately we sold it already, so I can't put it back-to-back test ride, but I have ridden our 21 S1000RR that we just sold, and with the Brentune, that bike is perfection. You know, there's a ton of torque down low. Middleweight punch, or a middle power band punch, is, you know, almost unusable of how fast it is. And then top end, well, the top end, your momentum's down, you're not wheeling anymore. It's nothing but go. So with the tune on this bike, this thing will wake way up. But as is, you know, there's no quote-unquote need for more power. But hey, who doesn't want more? It's got way more to give. 24 S1000M package, super light, probably one of the most 600 feeling 1000s I've ever ridden. The neutral is really hard to find, short clutch pull, so those are my two negatives. But performance and comfort, while I'm still trying to find neutral, is my two biggest pluses. So come check this bike out. ONYX MOTO, thanks for riding.